Love Song season 4 is out, and what are we expecting to see in this season? Hello guys, welcome back again to the channel. How are you all doing? I hope you guys are doing okay. If so, let's give thanks to God. If you are new here, my name is Rose and you're watching Rose Martin's blogs. Please do it to subscribe and also turn on your post notification so that I get notified whenever I come back to drop a new video. For my returnees, thank you guys for always coming back. I really do appreciate. You guys are the best. So guys, as you all can see on this screen right here, this is Chinenye entering Chris' compound. Yeah, what is she doing here? Like, she has come for the dinner date that Chris requested. So guys, before Chris even requested for this dinner date, there was a lot of things that happened. Yes, how they met, how they became close, how she became Chris' employee. So even before she got employed by Chris, so they always pop on each other at the gym. And whenever they meet themselves like that, it's a must that one person must look for another person's trouble, and hey, and they're always angry at each other, always quarreling and all of that. But one thing they didn't know is that both of them had the same problem. They are passing through the same disappointment. Chris' girlfriend left him and married another man, and from there he started behaving somehow. Then Chinenye boyfriend cheated on her, so from there even her own character changed. But according to her, she said that she's not going to find love again, but I think these people are going to be in love. Yes, so I'm just taking us back to season 2 and 3 so that we'll be able to understand this season 4. Yeah, so they were actually fighting before. Always when they meet themselves on the road, at the gym, anywhere at all, they will always quarrel. They will always want to like exchange words all the time.
What's the problem?
Can you stay away from me?
No, why don't you stay away from me?
Can you just look? I don't like you, and the sight of you alone pisses me off. So the least you can do is stay away from me. There are a lot of people for you to bump into. Why must it be me?
Look, I don't know who you think you are, but I know who I am, and I'm the kind of person that would not see.
So from season 1 to season 2, they were always looking for each other's trouble and always quarreling. So not until Chinenye decided to look for a job, and unfortunately for her, this is a person that gave her the job. Like, she went for an interview and it was Chris that was the boss. I mean, the person that interviewed her, and immediately Chris saw her, like, he started laughing at her, calling her names. Like, he even said that she's not qualified because she is rude, she's arrogant, due to the way they normally talk to themselves whenever they approach each other on the road or at the gym. So finally she got the job, no matter all the things that they said to themselves, no matter what Chris said to her. So she got this job and she started working very, very well. She was even working very to the extent that there was a contract. Because of her, Chris won a contract. She came up with an idea that made Chris to win the contract. So that alone made Chris to like her immediately, and because of that, he decided to invite her for a dinner, and that is when season 4 started, when she now visited him for the dinner, guys. So as you all can see on your screen, this is her entering Chris' compound, and she's here for the dinner with dinner dates. Let me call it dinner dates with Chris OKAGBUE. This is where the love is going to be interesting. I'm going to love this very part, because from here we're going to know if Chris and Chinenye are going to end up together. So as you all can see, this is Amaka, the Chris maid, who is always interrupting her, who is always disrespecting her, because whenever she comes to visit Chris for a business, this very Amaka, who is Chris' house help, always talk to her, and not even a good talk, always telling her that she shouldn't take her man, or that Chris is her man, her boss is her man, and she's his girlfriend, blah blah blah. She's always warning Chinenye to stay away from his boss, that is his man. So this very lady here acting this house help, she really tried, and she's doing it very, very well. So right here she stopped her, and she was telling her that I think she's the one that boss is arranging those things for, that no problem, now she should enter, that the way boss ate the other lady and left her, that is her, he will eat her also and leave her. So she should be careful. So guys, so Chinenye told her that why don't you just usher me in? And she was like, usher you in. Then she now allow her to go in. So that is when Chris and Chinenye started their own love moment, and it was so lovely. They started eating and all of that. Even the maid, when they were eating, the maid came and was like, with her jealous face, she was just looking at them, looking at Chinenye with one kind of eye like that, one jealousy eye like that. And there was a point that she wanted to serve her water, and she missed that she purposely threw the water on Chinenye's food, and the food wanted to pour. Chris was just looking at her. He was somehow angry, and Chinenye understood what she was doing because the maid has warned her several times to stay away from Chris. And as even as at that time, she normally comes for work. Like when the work was too much for her in the office, she will come to Chris' house and complete it. Then she will go. But it was a hell for her. This maid really disturbed her, warning her to stay away. That even as she's sleeping, she shouldn't sneak and go to her oga's room, because that is her man. This girl was so funny. So while they were eating, they were still looking at each other with one kind of love eyes. Like this is when their chemistry want to start. Yes, because you guys can already see that the love is coming gradually. And I believe these people that when they want to love, oh God, it's not always easy. Yes, guys. So I believe that yeah, they are going to fall in love again because they have really been disappointed in their past relationship, and this is their new, like it's just as if yeah, they are falling in love again, and it's taking them so much time. And this time, guys, I don't think it's going to take them so much time again, because I'm already seeing the chemistry coming up gradually. So you guys remember David, Chinenye ex-fiance, that disappointed her in the relationship. So David came looking for her. So in case you don't know what David did that made Chinenye to leave him, David cheated on her with two women, and those two women got pregnant for him. So she now got angry in the relationship. They were actually planning their wedding, but she left. Yeah, who will not leave? Like imagine you are planning a marriage with me and you're sleeping around, impregnating people, and you still come back. So David came looking for her in her friend's place because he knew that yeah, this is her only friend and this is where she is going to be. And even when he came with so many threats, saying that if he doesn't marry her, nobody else will do. That she should know that the battle line has been drawn, this and that. I see this video is going to be interesting because imagine someone is drawing a battle line for somebody that is already falling in love there. Hey, it's going to be interesting. Yes, guys. So Chinenye friend told him that Chinenye is not around, that he should go, but he said that he's not going anywhere. Her friend said that he's not in her house, that he will stay and wait for her, that he should just go outside and wait for her. So he went outside. He stood like he was in his car waiting for Chinenye to come back, and Chinenye came back very late. He was still there. So Chris brought Chinenye back home after their dinner date. So Chris now dropped her. Then she now walked to David and they started talking. So David was still threatening, asking her that who just dropped her and why is she coming back now, this and that. Almost so many questions and so many threats, telling her that she's not going to marry anybody, that they need to go back together and plan their marriage, that they need to stay together. It is her that he wants, not anybody. Like, I'm like, okay. Oh. So Chinenye wanted to walk away. He held Chinenye so tight that Chinenye started shouting, telling him to leave him, that did he want to hurt her, blah blah blah. So after all, Chinenye now left. He now left too with so much anger, but he said he's going to come back. So guys, so the next day, Chinenye and her boss, who is Chris, met at work. So they were working together, and Chris decided to come up with the topic of David. And because yeah, when he dropped her, he saw David standing there and he just left quietly. So
He's my ex.
stalking ex?
Something like that.
So what happened? I mean, between the both of you.
I really don't want to talk about it.
Oh, that's fine.
So as they're working here, Chris now decided to ask her who was that person last night that he saw, and Chinenye said that is her ex. So Chris now said that stalking ex. So Chris now asked her that if there's any problem, but she said that she doesn't want to talk about it. Yeah, I believe that one day she's going to tell her story to Chris, and Chris will also tell his own story to her, and maybe that's where their love will start from officially. So, guys, stay tuned and click on the link in the comment section to watch the second part. How Chris asked her if she's going to be his girlfriend. Wow! Let's hear her response if she will say yes or no.